Applejack, Tree Whisperer. So, this is going to be a fun one, I can already tell. I mean, just look at that art. Just look. I mean, come on. When we first saw this scene, everyone I know loved this scene. I mean, regardless of whether or not you like Applejack, which I absolutely do, this is just the most adorable thing. Absolutely. Applejack and Bloomberg is so great. Absolutely great. And so when King Utopia submitted this, he submitted it for Flitter to talk about, which, of course, isn't going to happen, since, like I said, this is me, this is not the girls. And, but still, I completely get why he would say that, because this is absolutely not a competitive card. This card will, if this card ever sees top 8 or top 16 list, I think a lot of people would be very, very surprised. Is that a bad thing? No, absolutely not. It's perfectly normal and, in fact, expected for some cards to be less good than others. And this is one of them. Applejack has enough good cards as it is. She can afford to have one or two bad ones, right? So why is this not a terribly good card? Well, you're paying 3 for 3, which is, on its own, that's okay. 2 for 2 is typically better. There are enough 3 for 3s that are worth running for sure, and it's definitely better than 3 for 2. But you also need 2 rec for it, and until it has 4 power, it's just a vanilla. So you need to invest 3 action tokens, then you need to invest some way of putting another power on Applejack during the opponent's turn, unless you're afraid of hasty stuff, I suppose. But so maybe you're putting a +1 power on her, or not dressed up, but some accessory, magic wings, for example. Last I heard, 3 + 7 was more than 4, and so when you've got her at 4 power, all she does is provide calming 2. So she's worse than a 3 for 3 that just intrinsically has calming 2. And you can get 2 for 2 calming 2 with no rec, assuming you have a yellow main in the form of Angel. So there are just better calming cards already. And then there's the yellow Smooths, which has eccentric and calming. So now, admittedly, you're getting calming in a color that doesn't normally have calming, but I don't think it's really worth the effort. Calming isn't that amazing a keyword in the first place. It can be handy, but sometimes it'll be detrimental, because they can put things there and try and force you to start the face-off instead of them. So calming is a bit tricky. I mean, it is useful against hasty, and it is useful against just pure aggro, but it's not that amazing a thing, and orange just has better ways of preventing the opponent from confronting anyway, typically in the form of popping corn or your bailouts, or all of that stuff. So she's not really doing terribly much for you, but who cares? This is a picture of Applejack hugging a tree. That's all you really need. Let's be honest here. So, is this a good card? No. This is... she's not a good card. She will never be a good card. But is this a good card? Absolutely. I love the fact that this card exists. I know so many people who love the fact that this card exists, even though that they will probably never play here outside of Limited, if even there. And by limited, since some of you probably don't know what I mean draft or sealed, like the pre-release or the new draft packs that they're going to be pushing soon. But yeah, I can't really think of much more to say about Applejack here. So I think that's going to be about it. I do like the flavor text as well, but again, it just really fits the card. Oh yeah, yeah, the flavor of the card, the fact that it's Applejack who has calming too absolutely makes sense considering the situation. And so I do like the flavor of the card, even if the actual mechanic doesn't work out. But yeah, fun card, very very fun card, even if not a good card. And you're probably sick of me saying the same thing 5 times in a row by now. So I think that's going to be it here. So thank you, King Utopia. Thank you very, very much for submitting this card. The first main 6 card we got. But yeah, I think that's it. So I'll catch you guys next time when we'll be talking about Princess Twilight Sparkle, Ambassador of Friendship. I've never heard of her, but I guess I'll have to think of something to say tomorrow. Catch you all later, guys. Bye.